comes the axe! Prove yourself!
Scheduling. I love knowing it's just a set amount of games. RMN, oh gosh, he gets stunned. The follow-up damage is way too much, and the Bane will fall. It's a big start.
Better. Like, would you rather be the guy with the Firearm Magnus or the Firearm Axe? Bottom lane, Maledict on to DNZ. Shouldn't be very difficult to bring him down.
Oh yeah, Pablo, he's taunting if Empower wasn't much of a dead tell. Bottom lane, taunting continuing to happen. Some battling back and forth. Void, he's getting low. The Time Walk will bring him back, but we'll see how much damage he takes over time. Frost, meanwhile, ends up falling. Not the best exchange for TFT, as now Pablo's taking a lot of damage. He'll heal up and start to look for a reset. Araman, I think, is dead here. He is going in hard. He does have brain sap, but it's not enough. Now the stun from Handskin doing so much work. Survives on 6 HP as he moves into the tree line. The last auto attack from DNZ comes in to bring him down. Telekinesis back, but he will not survive through this. Double kill now for Pablo, but RMN has respawned, and it's this non-stop back and forth. More taunts continuing to fly as Oliver trading right clicks with Frost, but there's another stun. Hanskin's back again. The cask bouncing back and forth. The curse will be enough to finish off RMN once. They've both been getting a lot of farm, so both carries in this bottom lane battling more than they're farming, and kind of in the middle of the net worth pack. We'll see the fight break out now as Pablo getting low. RMN in the tree line doing a lot of damage with the right clicks, and they'll lose the Pangolier. Pablo's first death of the game. Excalibur gets solo killed in the mid lane by OD. Looks like he was able to use the ultimate to find the kill. Thought we might see more blood in the bottom lane, but things have slowed down since Pango died, and now Era. He is the king of the mountain. Visage is at support levels of farm, while OD is right next there at the top of the charts. Skewered out by Boogie, right into a creep wave, however, so the spin's doing a lot of damage. They have no way to stop Jonas. The right clicks just tickle as Era jumps forward and finishes off the Bane. Now Boogie finally caught by the taunt. No skewer away, and it's a slam dunk. 2 more up on the board for the Dire. Meanwhile, in the top lane, they drop a dive. They've gotten RP, but surely they don't want to use it. Now the other way, Rolling Thunder seems to be a defensive play for now, but he's coming back. Magnus uses the RP, and they'll finish off Pango, but it's all 5 of the Boogie squad that came together to do that. Meanwhile, TFT still spread out, pressuring the top lane as Frost farms towards the Radiance.
And now they can go for a smoke play, perhaps, if they have one, with the stolen Rolling Thunder. Nice RP. Not the easiest one to hit, right, with the collision size of the...
It's getting into that stage of the game where TFT don't have to worry too much. They'll catch the Bane. It's a nice jump by Jonas. So maybe they could try Roche. Void does have a Chrono. He's got a Mask of Madness. Good farming tool for him. Also gives him some damage. RP, skewer onto OD. Now the Chrono's used, but Axe is on the outside. Almost saves him. Now perhaps they can turn the fight. They'll find the counter kill on Magnus. Void trying to man up against Jonas, and now the Fiend script, but Witch Doctor with a huge Death Ward doing big damage. They get the kill on Rubik, so not a big deal
here and
if
here.
He gets killed first. RMN way too far forward, and he could be the quick pick to start the fight. Now on the backside, Oliver jumped on by...
But then it can get really awkward. But they've caught Excalibur.
Yep, blade mail up on Axe. The curse connects
between his helm,
and they're going to be able to finish him off. The double damage on Era. He gets Fiend's Grip from the high ground. Now Oliver comes in. He does not connect with Era, but he gets the bashes. Era now falls. That's the Aegis. Can they clean up more? Oliver caught by the taunt. Era comes back to life, and it's a dead Void. Now looking for more. Maybe the Rubik is the one. He gets stunned up. They've also lost the Bane, and it's another disastrous fight for the Radiant. They do finish off the Aegis, but they get cleaned up.
No hope for the old Rubik to escape.
D trying to do some damage to the Bane, but a nice defensive Nightmare keeps him alive. However, it won't be for too long as RMN gets stunned up. Jonas comes in for the dunk. It's not enough damage, but they do find the kill nonetheless. Jonas in very deep, but Era blinks forward to start getting off these right clicks. Boogie tries to run away, and the bash comes from Oliver. OD actually dies.
One. It sounds great, but anyway, Chrono on 2. Oh, he only catches 1. And they start going for the OD. Can't make a decision here.
Well, they'll still get the Axe, I think. Jonas pretty tanky, but just not beefy enough. Now to set up the rest of his team, though. Pablo with big damage. Time walk away, Cask bouncing around as Hanskin comes in the backside. Now the RP on 2. Pablo and Era both getting low. They'll fall, but now Frost is here, and they've got a rolling thunder. This Pango jumping all around the backside. Frost caught by the Fiend's grip. Looks like Void able to kill Hanskin on the backside. Now Pablo on the run. 1v3, can't do a hell of a lot. Frost just getting completely kited. And this was the reason right here. You don't give him the Aegis. You kill his friends, he comes back to life, and all of a sudden that second life feels a lot less scary. But all the while, Trent, some creeps chase this down. Void's in a lot of trouble. He does have another time walk and a BKB, but Axe finds him again. Era drops the ultimate to ensure the kill. And Axe jumps in. Not the best Berserker's call, but they try to set it up onto RMN. Death Ward bringing him down low. Frost jumps in. So
Nice
many
save.
ways to kite this guy. Now pushed into the tier 4's ultimate, down for another 13. Defensive Astral buying him some time. Pango actually finishes off the Bane. He'll buy
5
back.
seconds for Frost.
It's so close, but he does end up falling. Even just on the 4th one?
I don't know. They're a little bit good now. It's a little strange.
They're a little
guess.
bit good now.
Well,
Bane
yeah,
does
just
get killed,
'cause,
by
he
the way.
gets the strength bonus now, you know? They're a little bit good now.
I mean,
Oh, he goes in again. Man, these...
dude,
grabs
Frost
from
wants it. He
TNT.
wants to take a fight where he uses his ultimate, but the Void uses the BKB. He still has Chrono. They'll deploy it right for Frost. Death Ward on the outside. Pango trying to jump in and do what damage he can. Jonas now with a big call, but it's not enough to save Frost. Maybe they can clean it up. Kills one, gets the dunk on another.
He found him!
He grabs the Magnus. Now the Chrono gets used, but there's no damage. Frost is surviving through it. The defensive Astral BKB from Void keeps him alive, but now the rest of the fight breaks out. Jonas goes up to the high ground. Frost gets brought down, but that's the reincarnation. It's level 3. He jumps in onto Magnus, interrupts the RP. Magnus gets it off, but it costs him his life. Another defensive Astral. Jonas with a reinitiation. It's a big one. Death Ward now on the backside doing a lot of damage to Excalibur. Frost getting kited around quite a bit, but OD is healthy and laying in the right clicks. Radiant running out of resources. The Insanity's Eclipse come. And now the buybacks for the Radiant. Rubik probably going to be cleaned up here to boot. Magnus back in the fray, but what can he do? Void jumps in. That's the Eon Disc for Era, but he's racking up the int. He's plus 64 right now, and he's hitting like a Mack truck, cruising down the freeway with the brake lines cut as they just lay it in. Click after click. No rampage, but the ultra kill is secured. It could still happen. Right now, the Magnus trying to make as much space as possible to blink away.
That's one found on the Radiant.
Astral. Uh-oh, Ruby Tuesday. He's going to be caught as he tries to force staff out. Jonas was like, nah.
Really going to bite him in the ass if he tries this.
I don't know how well this
Here
backstab
he
play is
comes.
going to work. Era.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hey, look. The backstab.
Hey, man, he had to respawn.
So they don't get RP'd Chrono, still respecting the power of this Radiant side.
Oh,
Frost
that's nice,
gets
though.
pushed back. Killing him without Chrono RP is the dream, but now Axe jumps in and Oliver's down. No buyback on the Void. Vayne buys back to try to salvage this train wreck, but this one soon to end. They don't get the Chrono as Jonas makes potentially the game-winning play. Frost caught by the Fiend's grip, but again, Jonas with a counter initiation grabs 2. No RP for you. You have been shut down by the Swede on the Axe as he charges forward. Beautifully done to finish this one.
Another one of these patient games where they just keep building a